Hello ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me for this channel's 2017 Video Game Awards. I posted some polls over on my Patreon and a few of you voted so that we could deliver this segment. So the way this is going to go is I will post the 4 categories we all voted on, and I will let you know what the peeps on the channel voted for, and lastly, what I voted for. 2017 was pretty good at delivering several games, quite a few of them actually being excellent additions to anyone's collection. However, some of these games stood out above the rest, and that's what we're here to take a look at. Now, obviously, I'm far too small time to have my vote paid off, so I'm definitely not afraid to speak my mind, and I'm not afraid to give a game several wins. So, as you can imagine, this is going to go quite different from our usual Game Awards. And with that out of the way, let's crack into our first category. First category is Best Developer of 2017. After checking the polls, the winner as voted for from my viewers is Atlus. Atlus developed 8 games that came out this year alone, and one of these games just happens to be my favorite for this year. Now, for my vote on Best Developer, I had a bit of a moral dilemma. You see, as of this year, Atlus has been acting like a bunch of dirtbags. I suspect this is the hand of Sega, as I hadn't noticed this kind of behavior before, but I can't say for certain. I looked at other companies that had a really good development year, and honestly I can't think of a single one that, whenever examined, doesn't look like a scumbag nowadays. I guess it's just sadly the present and future for the gaming industry. So with that, I concede to choosing Atlus. They released some excellent games this year, and if their lineup for next year is as exciting as I think it is, they could easily take it again next year. Now for our next category, we have music. For best video game music, as voted for from the peeps of the channel, we have Persona 5. Persona 5, just as the previous installments, has just an incredible soundtrack. If only I could get music that good to play whenever I say some shit. Now, as for my vote, I of course choose the same. Seriously, this music is amazing. Just listen to it. Persona is one of the few gaming series that I constantly listen to the music of, even when I'm not playing. It's not just excellent, it works to make the scenes and overall gameplay that much more endearing. So for our next category, we have Best Remake of 2017. 2017 saw a whole bunch of HD remakes, and honestly, very few people will complain about that. Games of the past were years ahead of 90% of the games that launch today, mostly because they work and only require a one-time payment. But hey, I'm just a gamer. What the hell would I ever know about games? Now, for the votes from the polls, we actually have a tie on this one. The tie is between Wonder Boy 3 and Kingdom Hearts HD Remake, both excellent games that I played tons of back in the day, and was eager to pick back up as well. As for my vote on the subject, I chose Wonder Boy 3 The Dragon's Trap. This was completely reworked in hand-drawn graphics, and can seamlessly switch between the new graphics and music with that of the Sega Master System. This was a huge fan project, and I'm sad to say that we'll probably never see another remake ever done this well again. And now for the greatest title of all, that of the greatest game of 2017. A year that saw so very many games released. Seriously, I probably wasn't even able to get half of the new games I wanted because I didn't have an infinite supply of money. But the votes as casted by the people over on Patreon is once again Persona 5. And you know what? It got my vote too. Seriously, this game does deserve some huge recognition. If you haven't played this title yet, you really should. I've heard people saying, I'm too old, it's a high school simulator, I can't get into it. Seriously, just stop. If you like any kind of RPGs, you're probably going to love this title. It's dark, it's beautiful, but most importantly, it's awesome. So mostly I had these polls to kind of see how fans of the channel's opinions stacked up with my own, and unsurprisingly, we're pretty similar. Though I think when I do this next year, I'll make some more categories to hopefully change things up a bit more. Before we go, there are some honorable mentions I have though. Some games I want to show some love to are Story of Season, Trio of Towns. I felt like this game was an excellent addition to my handheld library, and it was a good improvement from its previous title in the series. Also, the last one I want to mention is Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a free game over on Steam that's a whole lot more than it seems, and if the free game these guys release is this excellent, I really can't wait to see the one that they plan to asking money for. And lastly, as kind of a hidden category for these awards, I want to send you guys off with my vote for the worst game of 2017. 2017 also saw a whole bunch of floppers, but the one I absolutely loathe the most is Gundam Versus. I originally planned to ignore this game when they first announced it, but after seeing some videos, it piqued my interest. However, this game was hot garbage. Fight enemy waves listening to the same annoying ass song, all while controlling your Gundams like the button layout was created for the PlayStation. Seriously, there's better Gundam games on the PlayStation than this. Hell, there's better Gundam games on the Super Nintendo. With that last rant, our year of 2017 is over. Thanks a lot for hanging around. Thanks for your support of the channel, and I hope we can have even more fun in 2018. Happy New Year's, everyone. Don't forget to take care of yourselves.